Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something really quite awesome, and that is what I like to call the piston stairs. Now some of you might recognise this layout from a recent video I did called the Penguin Helter Skelter, and if you haven't seen that video, I would highly suggest checking it out. It's based off an old toy that I used to own where the penguins go down the slide and then back up an escalator in the middle. Now a lot of people ask me in the comment section of that video, could you do a tutorial on the escalator itself, so I thought what I'd do is clean up all of the redstone, and then I'll show you how to build it. Now the way that this one works really is quite simple. All you have to do is walk up to this block here, hit this button, and as you can see we are transported upwards by the pistons. I'm not having to do any walking here whatsoever, and we have reached the very top. Now the way that the actual redstone works is very easy as well. All that happens is this piston extends upwards, meaning the block goes up to here, and then this regular piston pushes us across so that we are in this space. Then this piston extends so that we're up here, regular piston pushes us across, and so on and so forth until we reach the end. In terms of reliability and not glitching out of the system itself, I would say it's actually fairly decent. I had a much bigger version than this in my redstone testing world, and I'm yet to have a problem. I didn't fall out of it once, and I would say that is fairly convincing. However, and I am going to say a big however right now, if you are going to be building this on a server, I would be a little bit careful, because as you know, servers and redstone timings don't often mix particularly well, and it tends to mess up systems like this one. So like I say, watch out for that one, and don't go around building massive ones before testing them out, because who knows, it might not actually end up working. Now another thing that I want to say is if you don't want to build this one, but you would like to take a closer look at the redstone, then as always there is a world download down in the description. Chuck it into your Minecraft world source folder and take a closer look. But anyway, ladies and gents, how about we crack on and I'll show you how to build it. So you want to get things started with a 5 wide area. Obviously how long this thing is depends on how tall you're going to be building it, so I'm going to leave that one up to you. But anyway, you want to head over to this corner here, go 2 blocks up like this, place a sticky piston facing upwards with an ice block on top. Now the reason that I'm using ice is because when you get pushed across, you actually slide to the end of the block, which makes it just a tiny bit more reliable. It's not 100% needed, but I prefer to use it. Anyway, next to that block, you want to place a sticky piston with your ice block on top, and then sticky piston, ice block, sticky piston, ice block. You get the idea. You have to do that right the way up to the very top of your piston staircase. Next up, for your top layer of pistons, what you want to do is go next to your sticky piston here, go back 1 block and go 1, 2 like this, place a regular piston facing across, and then it's pretty much the same thing once again. You just want to place your regular pistons going right the way up to the top of the elevator. All of these blocks right here are temporary. We are going to be removing them, but there we go. That is pretty much all of my regular pistons done. Once again, depending on how tall your elevator is, depends on how many you're going to need to place. Time to start doing some of the redstone. So what you want to do is head down to your first sticky piston that is facing upwards. You want to go a block down like this, place a redstone torch on top of that block, place a block like this, another redstone torch, a block like this, and then a redstone torch on the side of that block with a block on top of that torch. So you should end up with something that looks like this: a block underneath the sticky piston, then your redstone torch, then a block, torch, block, redstone torch on the side, and then a block on top of that redstone torch. And you are going to be repeating that same thing again. So once again, block just under the sticky piston, redstone torch there, a block on top of that, redstone torch, a block on top of that, and then a redstone torch on the side of that block with a block on top of that torch. And as you can see, they tessellate. They go next to one another. You can slot them in one after the other. So let's do that again. Block there, redstone torch, block, torch, block, torch, and then block. And one more time just for luck, just in case you were going to forget it. So it is block like this, redstone torch on top of that block, a block on top of that with another redstone torch, a block on top of that with another redstone torch, and then a block on top of that one. And once again, yes, you are going to have to repeat that all the way to the end of your elevator. Once you're done, you should end up with something that looks just a little bit like this one. So now it's time to start linking all of these up. So you want to go down to this block here, grab a repeater, set it to 4 ticks. It's going to be running out into block, and then you just want to create an L shape like this and place redstone dust on top of all of those. Then you just want to place a block next to that redstone dust, repeater set to 4 ticks. It's going to be running out into a block, and then you want to create the L shape once again. And I'm sure you guys get the idea, but I'm going to do it one more time. Is repeater set to 4 ticks, running out into a block that is going to be going into that L shape there with the redstone dust on top of all of those. That is how that works. You're going to have to do that all the way up to the top. For the other side, you want to go from your second piston up, so this piston right here, and you want to take a repeater out there, set it to 4 ticks, and we're going to be doing the same thing once again. So up like this, create the L shape, and then run the redstone into that block right there. Then next to that redstone, you just want to place another repeater, set it to 4 ticks. It's going to be running out into a block, create the L shape. That is going to be running into that block right there. And we're going to do it one last time just for luck so you can get it right in your brains. I'm sure it's fairly simple, but I feel like I have to explain all this stuff. Is the 4-tick repeater, and then your redstone dust running into that block just like this. And once again, as always, run it straight up to the top. Once you have done all of that, you have completed all of the circuitry for your piston stair setup. So now what you want to do, head down to your bottom piston, grab a repeater, set it to 4 ticks, and then you want to grab a redstone torch, place it on the side of this block here, and chuck down some form of button. That is going to be your input device, so you can either use a button on top of this block, or place it somewhere else and just run redstone into it. But as you can see, when we hit this button right here, the whole system is working like a charm, and we go right the way up to the top. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.